All right, so example 24 is asking us to find the general solution of the equation cosec square theta is equal to 3 plus cot theta. Starting out with the Pythagorean identity that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. If I divide the entire equation by sine square, I'm going to end up with 1 plus cot squared theta is equal to cosec squared theta. So I can replace cosec square with 1 plus cot squared. So replacing, I get cot squared theta plus 1 is equal to 3 plus cot theta. So now I have a quadratic equation with one unknown, the unknown being cot theta. So now this is cot squared theta minus cot theta plus 1 minus 3 is equal to 0. Simplifying, I get cot squared theta minus cot theta minus 2 is equal to 0. All right, so let's see, I think this can be factorized. So we have cot theta, so quadratic equation, cot theta, 2 and 1, this is negative, this is positive, is equal to 0. So I just factorize by trial and error. If you're not comfortable using trial and error, you can always use the ABC method. So now we have cot theta plus 1 is equal to 0, or cot theta minus 2 is equal to 0. So cot theta is equal to minus 1, or cot theta is equal to 2. So theta, sorry, before I go to theta, now cot or cotangent is the same as saying 1 over tan. So this would be 1 over tan theta is equal to minus 1, or 1 over tan theta is equal to 2. This is now the same as saying tan theta. If I just simply flip the equation, tan theta is equal to still minus 1, because 1 over minus 1 is the same as saying minus 1, or tan theta is equal to a half. So theta would be equal to tan inverse minus 1, or theta would be equal to tan inverse of a half. Now, there are no special angles where the tangent of the angle is a half. So if I'm going to write my answers to this, more than likely I'd write my answers in degrees. So theta here would be equal to 180 degrees, n plus minus 45 degrees. Because tan inverse of minus 1 is minus 45 degrees. Or I could just simplify and say 180 n minus 45 degrees. Over to the right, the tan inverse of a half is 26.6 degrees. So theta would be equal to 180 degrees N plus 26.6 degrees. All right, so example 25 is asking us to solve the equation 3 sec squared x minus 2 tan x minus 8 is equal to 0. All right, back to my Pythagorean identity. Sine squared x plus cos squared x is equal to 1. Dividing the entire equation by cos squared. And I would get tan squared x plus 1 is equal to sec squared x. So I can replace sec squared with tan squared plus 1. So 3 tan squared x plus 1 minus 2 tan x minus 8 is equal to 0. Distributive law, 3 tan squared x plus 3 minus 2 tan x minus 8 is equal to 0. Simplifying, 3 tan squared x minus 2 tan x minus 5 is equal to 0. So we have a quadratic equation with one unknown, the unknown being tan x. I do believe that this equation, this expression can be factorized. So we're going to have 3 tan x here. We're going to have tan x here. It must be 5 and 1. So 1 here and I think 5 here. This is plus, but this is minus, is equal to 0. So now we have, let me just double check. Yeah, this is it. 3 tan x minus 5 is equal to 0, or tan plus 1 is equal to 0. Remember, we want answers between 0 and 360 degrees inclusive. So tan x is equal to 5 over 3, or tan x is equal to minus 1. Now x is equal to tan inverse 5 over 3. Now tangent is positive in the first quadrant and in the third quadrant. So let's get our answers using our calculator. So it's shift tan 5 over 3, close bracket. So the answer in the first quadrant is 59 degrees, or 59.0 degrees. That's my answer in the first quadrant. The answer in the third quadrant being the other quadrant in which tan is positive, would be 180 plus 59 degrees. So my answers are 59 degrees or 239 degrees. Over here, we have x is equal to tan inverse minus 1. Now, tan is negative in the second quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. Tan inverse of 1 is 45 degrees. So my answer in the second quadrant is 180 minus 45 degrees. And my answer in the fourth quadrant is 360 minus 45 degrees. My answers are 135 degrees, or I should say and. It's not an or, actually, it's an and 315 degrees. So my answers in a row are 59 degrees, comma, 135 degrees, comma, 239 degrees, and 315 degrees. All right, so example 26 is asking us to solve the equation 2 tan squared theta plus sec theta is equal to 1. And we only want values of x between 0 and 180 degrees. Now, again, going back to the Pythagorean identity, sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1, dividing the entire equation by cos squared theta. Now, if you know the identity, you don't need to do this. But if you don't know and you need to get it from scratch, this is how you would go about doing it. All right, so tan squared plus 1 is equal to sec squared. So that means that tan squared theta is actually equal to sec squared theta minus 1. So we're solving 2 tan squared theta plus sec theta is equal to 1. Replacing tan squared with sec squared minus 1, we get 2 sec squared theta minus 1 plus sec theta is equal, let's go straight ahead and say minus 1 is equal to 0. Distributive law, we have 2 sec squared theta minus 2 plus sec theta minus 1 is equal to 0. 2 sec squared theta plus sec theta minus 3 is equal to 0, because minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. This looks like it can be factorized. So let's factorize to 2 sec theta sec theta. Obviously, I think 1 should go here and 3 goes here. The 1 should be negative, the 3 positive. So now we have 2 sec theta plus 3 is equal to 0, or sec theta minus 1 is equal to 0. So sec theta is equal to minus 3 over 2, or sec theta is equal to 1. Now sec is 1 over cos. So this means that cos theta is the reciprocal of minus 3 over 2. So this is minus 2 over 3, or cos theta is equal to 1. Theta would therefore be equal to cos inverse minus 2 over 3. Obviously, the answer here is going to be in the second quadrant because cosine is negative in the second and in the third quadrant. And theta here would be equal to cos inverse of 1. So our answers are theta. There are only two answers. There's an answer in the second quadrant and there's an answer in the first quadrant. And that is because the examiner only wants answers between 0 and 180 degrees. So shift cos minus 2/3 So the calculator here says 131 degrees or 131.8 degrees, or theta is equal to 0. The cos inverse of 1 is 0. So your two answers are theta is equal to 131.8 or theta is equal to 0 degrees.